How do you feel about quarantine, Mr. P? Ah! Hello, and in this video we're going to create our very first web page using HTML5. If you're on a Macintosh, all you have to do is open up TextEdit. If you're on a Windows machine, all you have to do is open up Notepad. And so let's get right into it. Just open up a blank text document and follow me. Now you are going to have to type in exactly as you see me type in. So this is what we're going to do. HTML5 is a tag-based language. So we have opening tags and we have closing tags. And so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to create an opening HTML tag and we're going to create a closing HTML tag just like this. Now everything between those two tags is where the HTML document's going to be defined. But we're going to have two parts here. First thing we're going to do is we're going to create a header tag and a closing header tag. Now the header tag contains basic information that's not necessarily going to be displayed into the web page, but it's going to contain what's called metadata. There is one thing that will be displayed, not in the page itself, but in the tab at the top, the title of our web page. But the part or the tag that defines what we actually see is called the body. This is the opening tag and this is the closing tag. So everything that's in the body tag is something that can actually be seen. Let's save this real quick. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to save my document as index.html, and I'd like you to do that too. However, I want you to put an underscore after index and then put your first name dot your last name. And this is going to help me to grade these files. This is going to be pretty easy. All you have to do is write this up, save it, and to run it, all you have to do is double click on it and it will open up in a browser. All right, save this onto your desktop is just a great place to save it. If it asks you, you have used the extension, say yes, use .html. Okay, so in the header tag, think of the tags as like the beginning and the ending of a sandwich. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to create a title, and inside there I'm going to say my first web page, just like that. And then I'm going to create a closing tag for title. That's all I'm going to do for title. And now in the body tag, I'm going to create a paragraph. Actually, I'm going to start with a header. I apologize. H1, like this, H1, and then a closing H1. And that stands for header. And so my title goes here. And then after H1, I'm going to put P, which stands for paragraph. And so I'm going to write it just like this. This is the opening of the paragraph. This is the closing of the paragraph. And so this is my first web page. Now I'm going to create another opening paragraph tag and another closing paragraph tag just like this. And inside I'm going to put my favorite Bible verse. So my favorite Bible verse is 1 Peter 5, chapter 5, verses 6 through 7. And it says this: humble yourselves, therefore, under the mighty hand of God, that he may exalt you at the proper time, casting all your anxieties upon him, because he cares for you. Now don't worry about how things are spaced out here, because an HTML5 document is not a word processor. Things will display just fine. I'm going to go ahead and save the file, and then what I'm going to do now, let me minimize this. I'm going to go to my desktop, and here we go. Here's my first web page. So make sure you save it as index.html underscore first name dot last name. Save it, double click to run it, it'll open up in your browser, and then email me this file. God bless you wherever you are today.